We're here in the studio with Christine Seitz, the Executive Director of the Duluth Playhouse. Christine, welcome, and thank you for coming over.
Thank you, you bet. Love being here.
So the Duluth Playhouse is officially 100 years old in 2014.
It is 2014. We've called this year Journeying to the Centennial. 2014 marks that 100th year.
What does it say about a community that had some vision in 1914 to say theater is something that we want in our community?
Yeah, you know, it's really interesting. The vision of the Duluth Playhouse back in 1914 started by a group of women who were sitting around a table, and they had transplanted from the East Coast, so they were naturally used to going to the opera and theater, and they wanted Duluth to be a culturally rich and exciting place to be, so they decided they wanted to start a theater company. But what was unique about their vision is that they wanted to start a theater group where the locals could get involved, and they actually took it to the National Drama League and shared this idea that they had, and they were discouraged to do such a thing because theater was reserved for professionals, not for local people to do. So they didn't care. They came back and they did it anyway. The reason is that they saw theater as a way for the community to directly, hands-on, get involved in the arts.
In your 100th year as the Playhouse is moving out of its safe zone, so to speak, its own theater, and staging Les Mis at the deck.
At the deck. I know. That's going to be a very big challenge, but why not? Someone said, "Why are you doing this?" I'm like, "Well, why not?" I mean, Les Mis is the world's most famous musical. And if we were going to do this show, I wanted to do it at the highest caliber we possibly could. We wanted it to be part of our 100th anniversary season, and it will be the highlight, the big kapow to our 100th year. And it seemed only right to make it the biggest community-wide event that we could. We're very excited to be collaborating with the symphony for the first time. We have the Minnesota Ballet involved as well. Robert Gardner will be choreographing it, and we've brought in an outstanding director choreographer from New York City, Dottie Danner, and so it's going to be an all-star cast and something to celebrate and remember for years to come.
So tell me a little bit about your theater background. When did you get hooked on the stage?
Oh gosh, you know, it's funny. I started dancing, you know, when I was 4. This school of dance was really aggressive in performance. So every weekend, I swear to you, we were tap dancing in the malls and performing all over the place, and I had costumes, and I just thought it was just the greatest thing. And that was just the natural transition that when I was in high school, I got involved with theater. And so that's how it all started. I moved to New York when I was very young, and found out when I got to New York, I had a lot of work to do. I was this young little thing from Missouri, and I really didn't know a lot about anything. In New York, I did a few Broadway plays, a few off-Broadway plays, a lot of tours, a couple little stunts on some soap operas, got killed off a soap opera once, literally. Some commercial work. But you know, I find myself now here actually in the place where I want to be, and I should be, and was always meant to be. And I know that because I've never felt more creative than at my job at the Duluth Playhouse.
You know, we got to see you work with the chorus line as a dancer and as a human being and a director.
Yeah.
You worked them pretty hard, Christine.
Yeah, I do, because that's what I think it's all about. Working hard and achieving new heights as an artist, and that goes for me too. That's kind of my mode of operation, is to challenge every artist to be better, or to learn more, or to develop new crafts and skills.
If you are looking at theater as a profession, what's the landscape like?
If someone's young and interested and feels like this is really what they want to do, then I would encourage them to be in dance, to be taking voice, and to be involved even on a local level in the education department, at the Playhouse, or anywhere else that you can gain opportunities, because the best training is opportunity. You have to stick it out, you have to work hard, you have to continue to train, and it's not easy. It's a market, you know, and you're the product. and this is something that I try to teach others, is that what you have to remember is that there's only one of you in the whole entire world. So you need to focus on you, and you need to be able to sell you, because no one else can be better at that than you. And that's really key to me, is to come into an audition and not compete against someone else, because you're not them, you're you. So that is my overall message to youngsters, is understand who you are, understand your strengths and skills, hone in on them, get them so sweet and at the top of your game that when you walk in the door, if you're the person they want, you're going to get it. It's a tough road, but it's well worth it if it's what you love, you're committed to, and you have the patience and the perseverance.
I think that's great advice for life. So thank you for taking the time with us and giving us a little inspiration and some insight into the Playhouse.
Thank you.
Have a great 100th anniversary.
Big year ahead.
Yeah. Thank you.